I wouldn't say there are really any big surprises. I think the biggest thing is just to get everything done earlier. I think going to the application camp in the summer kept me from procrastinating like I usually do. So I got my Common App done, and from there it makes the whole process a lot easier if you can go in more prepared and then change things if you need to.
Keeping up with deadlines, but that's why you should just get everything in early and then you can just relax, not have to worry about it. I didn't think it was that stressful actually.
I would say the only thing was like keeping track of due dates and stuff, and making sure I sent in my like test scores on time for subject tests, especially because you have to like do that on your own. Like the College Board won't do that for you.
For me, I am a musical theater major, so I had to go back to each college that I applied to, which was 11 schools, and audition. And it was like all day long processes, and it was a lot. It was a lot of traveling. It was tiring.
And just keeping track of all the different deadlines and everything all at once was stressful, and worrying about making sure you didn't miss one, because there are lots of little details that go into the process.
It was easier than I thought it was going to be.
In what sense?
The work was just more manageable than I thought it was going to be. Because I applied to so many colleges, but it wasn't that hard.
Well, the whole time before you get into any school is really stressful, and then once you get one acceptance, the stress level goes down a lot. The deadlines for college essays, definitely one of the most stressful parts, because I did all mine the night before. So I'd say the deadlines are the hardest part.
Yes, the entire process was very stressful, of course. So it was really stressful trying to figure out trying to narrow down the amount of schools that we had, because it starts with a range that's just so big, and you have to figure out what it is that you really want.
Yes, the waiting period was very stressful for me because I didn't know where I stood.
I would say writing essays was probably the most stressful part for me. I really enjoy writing, but more creative writing, so I found it a little difficult to find my personal voice, and to talk about myself in essays was definitely a new sort of thing for me, and I found a little hard to kind of get my footing, but I was lucky enough to have an awesome college counselor who really helped me along the way. So
I think that just like writing all the essays the first semester, especially when like grades mattered, it was just like a lot of work that I wasn't expecting. And everyone's like, senior year, it's so fun and easy, but first semester was definitely like very challenging to like balance those two things.
Not really. I mean, I guess like the waiting, but like that's kind of a given. No, not really. Actually, kind of like trying to get all your essays done while you're also doing school. I guess it's kind of tough.
I think not getting my Common App done over the summer was kind of stressful. So I recommend everyone does the boot camp thing, because all my friends did it and I was over here trying to like cram it into my schoolwork. That was just really stressful.
Read about decisions. Like I was really stressed about getting decisions, and it was really stressful, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, I guess, because it's kind of just like, oh, I didn't get in here, that's a bummer, but you know, got in other places. I don't know, it wasn't as stressful as I thought it would be.
I don't think so. Like, honestly, like, we all stress ourselves out, but like our counselors like make it really easy to like just kind of like de-stress and like know what's next and what to do.
I think the essay writing process was not that stressful because I think I knew inside what I needed to write about. And I think I had always built that up as sort of like a huge deal, but it wasn't really.
I feel like that's kind of true for anybody you're going to interview, that they just want to see who you are as a person. They're not trying to like, you know, figure out if you fit an exact algorithm or anything. They just want to see if you'd be a good fit for the school.
Getting the applications done, like the essays weren't as bad as I thought. Yeah, that really wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be.
I thought applying early was going to be really scary, but I actually liked it because it got it out of the way.
Because it gives you like a security of like, oh, I'm
regular,
going somewhere.
Yeah, regular decision, I was like, crap, I forgot I had to keep filling out applications.
Read about decisions. Like I was really stressed about getting decisions, and it was really stressful, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, I guess, because it's kind of just like, oh, I didn't get in here, that's a bummer, but you know, got in other places. I don't know, it wasn't as stressful as I thought it would be.
Testing, I think. But that just might have been me. I think I might be an outlier.
Going to the camp in the summer, so finishing the Common App, was really unstressful because I knew I was doing it with everyone else and ahead of time, so that was really helpful.
The essays surprisingly weren't as bad as I thought they would be. I think junior year, where like the practice essays we really, and like junior speech and stuff, really helped me with everything, so it wasn't as bad. But yeah.
Like once I like sat down and wrote the essays, like I ended up like really liking them. So like I think I was lucky in the sense that I like liked my essays and like was proud of them because like I had to send them to schools. So that was something that was like I was really happy about. And like I think that my essays like reflected who I was.
Yeah. Just like applying in general, I guess. I don't know. Miss Ball's really like I don't know. I thought I was gonna be like go into it kind of like blind, like I didn't know what to do, but she like I like knew kind of exactly.
Don't freak out as much as I did because it'll work out the way it's supposed to. And really go to the college boot camp in the summer because I wrote all my essays there and
just have your list like as finalized as you can and like have a plan as early as possible.
I think just be confident, be yourself, work really hard on those essays because they're where you can speak your own voice.
Probably to stress less about my essays because I stressed about them for like months, like rewriting them and writing them, and eventually got to the point where I was just like changing things and changing them back and changing them again. And so just to kind of like realize that, okay, this is fine, I can submit it.
Get standardized testing done junior year. Like don't wait or like save it for senior year because it's just too much, but it's really fun.
I would say visit as many schools as possible, like early on, and then by the time your senior year hits, you'll kind of have narrowed it down to a smaller group and focus on those schools, learn more about them and stuff. Yeah.
Start my essays earlier.
Your plan in the beginning will be probably very different from the end, and things like this typically work out how they're supposed to, I think so.
Start your essays in the summer. Absolutely. Go to the college workshop. Like that was really and have your college counselor edit your essays and like your parents help you edit your essays because it always helps to have like an extra eye.
Like apply early anywhere that you can because that makes it so much less stressful and you find out earlier. And I just feel like it's never a bad idea.
Just to like breathe, because everything's gonna be okay. And even though everyone says you're gonna end up where you want, it's hard to believe when you're in the situation. But if you really do, it all works out and it's gonna be great.
I guess like keep looking at schools, don't just assume. Like I assumed I wanted to go to Georgia, and even though I visited and I didn't like it, I was still like, I'm just gonna go to Georgia. But like I'm going to NYU now, which was like my reach, and like I probably wasn't supposed to get in, but like I did.
Like someplace you think you might want to go like your whole life could totally be different from where you end up going. Because the place that I'm going is so different from where I ever thought I would go, and I'm so happy to be going. So it'll all work out.
we have so much support at the school, and just to recognize that it's there and then to really use it. I think if I had to go back through it again, I may take a little more advantage of that. But overall, it was a very rewarding process.
Apply to like more schools. Like, I applied to like 4 schools, and like I kind of wish that I'd applied to different places. It's like you might think you know where you want to go, but look around.
Be open to everything, and like I'm going to the school that like I swore to myself that I would never go to, but I ended up like loving it. So be open to everything.